Most people relocating to Houston make the same mistake before they ever look at houses. They Google best suburbs in Houston and they get the same 5 names every time. Then they assume that list is the whole map. But it's not even close. My name is Travis, a local Houston realtor, and my team and I have helped hundreds of families across the country make the move to Houston. And the areas we bring up with our clients aren't always the ones you'll find on those lists. Sometimes they're the ones nobody's talking about. So in this video, I'm walking you through 6 of them. Different price points, different lifestyles, different parts of the Houston metro. But every one of them has one thing in common. Relocation buyers are overlooking them. So let's get into it. There's a small city about 35 minutes east of downtown Houston that's quietly becoming one of the fastest growing communities in the region. Most people relocating to Houston have never even heard of it. That's Mont Belvieu. For years, buyers drove right past Mont Belvieu on their way to Baytown or Galveston. Today, it's becoming one of Houston's best kept secrets, especially for families looking for highly rated schools, newer homes, and more space. One of the biggest reasons is Barbers Hill ISD. According to niche.com, the district has earned an A+ overall rating, making it one of the major reasons families put Mont Belvieu on their shortlist. Housing is another big part of the story. Home prices generally fall in the mid-400,000s, and buyers can find newer construction and more square footage than many of Houston's more established communities. Richmond is leading much of that growth with new homes, resort-style amenities, trails, parks, pickleball courts, and a growing town center. If you want something more established, Riverside Estates offer larger home sites, mature trees, and a quieter residential feel. And for buyers looking for something more upscale, Blue Heron Estates offers custom homes on oversized lots. There's also plenty to do without leaving the area. Eagle Point Recreational Complex offers golf, fitness, aquatics, sports, and community activities, and you're just minutes from the Trinity Bay for boating and fishing. Now here's the trade-off. You're not coming to Mont Belvieu for the shopping, restaurants, or nightlife you'll find in Houston's largest suburbs. And if you're commuting into downtown every day, that drive may not be for you. But if your top priorities are A+ rated schools, newer homes, more space, and getting more for your money, Mont Belvieu deserves a serious look. There's another historic neighborhood inside Loop 610 just east of downtown Houston that's quietly becoming one of the city's most overlooked value plays. Most buyers stop at East Downtown, also known as EDU, and they think they've seen the Houston's East Side. They haven't. Keep heading east, but stay inside Loop 610 and you'll enter Houston's historic East End. That's the East End that I'm talking about in this video. While East Downtown has exploded with luxury townhomes, restaurants, and nightlife, the East End still offers buyers an opportunity to own in an established neighborhood just minutes from downtown. And the location is going to be very hard to beat. You're close to the Texas Medical Center, Minute Maid Park, Shell Energy Stadium, and some of Houston's biggest employment and entertainment districts. Housing here is a mix of restored historic homes, classic bungalows, modern townhomes, and new construction, so you're getting a lot more variety than you'll find in many newer communities. You're also surrounded by local restaurants, colorful murals, historic architecture, and a cultural identity that's distinctively Houston. And with major projects like the East River development bringing in more investment to this side of town, more buyers are beginning to pay attention. Now, here's the trade-off with this area. The East End is still evolving. Some streets have already transformed, while others are still very much in transition. But if you want to live inside Loop 610, close to downtown, without paying the Heights or Montrose prices, don't stop your search at East Downtown. Go a little further, but stay inside the Loop, because Houston's historic East End may be where you find the opportunity everyone else is overlooking. Now, there's an established neighborhood just outside Loop 610 on Houston's southwest side that many relocation buyers completely overlook. That's Meyerland, located 10 minutes from the Texas Medical Center, 15 minutes from downtown Houston, and roughly 15 minutes from the Galleria. Meyerland gives you an incredible access to some of Houston's biggest employment centers without paying interlude prices. And what surprises many buyers is just how much demand this neighborhood continues to see. Recent housing reports show sales volume up about 14% year over year, while median home prices have climbed roughly 12%, with many homes now selling in the mid 600,000s. One reason is simple: you can't build more Meyerland. The neighborhood has fixed boundaries, mature trees, oversized lots, and established streets that newer master plan communities simply can't replicate. Schools are another reason families consider the area. Many homes in Meyerland are zoned to Bel Air High School, which has earned an A rating on niche.com. For relocation buyers with school-aged children, that's another factor that can put Meyerland on the radar. You're also just minutes from Meyerland Plaza, along with plenty of grocery stores, restaurants, shopping, and everyday conveniences. Now, here's the trade-off. Inventory can be very limited, and when a nicely updated home hits the market, buyers can move quickly because you're getting something that's increasingly difficult to find in Houston. Location, lot size, and convenience all in one package. So if you're looking for an established neighborhood close to the Texas Medical Center, downtown Houston, and the Galleria without necessarily living inside the loop, Meyerland deserves a serious look. It's one of Houston's most established neighborhoods, and one that many relocation buyers never even think to consider. Now, if being close to downtown isn't your top priority and you'd rather trade some of that proximity for more house, newer construction, and more negotiating power, let's keep heading southwest. There's a historic Texas town about 35 miles southwest of downtown Houston that most relocation buyers drive right past. Not because there's anything wrong with it, but because they're too busy looking at Sugar Land and Katy. That's Richmond. Richmond sits just southwest of Sugar Land and offers buyers a combination you don't find everywhere: Texas history, newer master plan communities, and some of the best value in Fort Bend County. Most relocation buyers stop their search at Sugar Land or Katy, but buyers willing to look a little further often discover that they can get more home for their money in Richmond. Richmond is the county seat for Fort Bend County, with roots dating back all the way back to 1837. It has an historic downtown near the Brazos River with local shops, restaurants, and a completely different feel from newer suburbs surrounding it. But don't mistake Richmond for just an old Texas town. It's also home to newer master plan communities like Harvest Green, Veranda, and Candela, so buyers can choose between historic character and brand new construction. For families, schools are another reason to consider Richmond. Many neighborhoods are zoned to Lamar Consolidated ISD, which holds an A- rating on niche.com. And when it comes to housing, you're generally looking at prices in the low to mid 400,000s, with more inventory available than in some neighboring communities. Buyers can often find more square footage and more negotiating power. Now, here's the trade-off. You're further from downtown Houston than you would be if you lived in Sugar Land. But for many buyers, that extra drive can mean a newer home, more square footage, and more house for the money. So if you're looking for good schools, new construction, historic character, and outstanding value, Richmond deserves a serious look. It's one of the most overlooked communities in Fort Bend County and one of the best values in the Houston area. So far, we've spent some time on Houston's southwest side of town. But now, let's head northwest, because there's another historic Texas town that relocation buyers often overlook while focusing on Cypress and the Woodlands. About 35 miles northwest of downtown Houston is a community that's quietly becoming one of the hottest housing markets in the region. That's Tomball. Located about 40 minutes from downtown Houston, 35 minutes from the Galleria, and roughly 30 minutes from George Bush Intercontinental Airport, Tomball gives relocation buyers a completely different option on Houston's northwest side. What makes Tomball different is that it still feels like a true Texas town. Old Town Tomball is filled with local boutiques, restaurants, antique shops, and live music. Throughout the year, it comes alive with events like the Tomball German Heritage Festival, Depot Day, farmers markets, and seasonal festivities, creating a small-town atmosphere that's difficult to replicate in a newer suburb. But Tomball isn't disconnected from the rest of Houston. You have access to Highway 249 and the Grand Parkway, along with major employment centers like Exxon Mobil campus and the growing medical corridor in Northwest Houston. For families, the schools are another reason to consider Tomball. Tomball ISD has earned an A+ rating on niche.com, making it one of the highest rated school districts in the Houston area. The median home price is in the low 400,000s, and with demand continuing to grow, homes here are often selling faster than many surrounding communities. Now, here's the trade-off. You're further from downtown Houston, but if you're looking for outstanding schools, a charming historic downtown, strong long-term growth potential, and easy access to Northwest Houston's major employment center, Tomball deserves to be on your short list. It's no longer just some small railroad town people remember. Today, Tomball is one of the fastest rising communities in the Houston metro. We just talked about Tomball and the growth happening along Houston's northwest side. But if you keep heading north on Highway 249, there's another community that may be where Tomball was 10 years ago. About 45 miles northwest of downtown Houston is an area that's quietly becoming one of the region's biggest growth stories. Most relocation buyers never even make it this far north. That's Magnolia. Located about 50 minutes from downtown Houston and roughly 40 minutes from the Woodlands, Magnolia offers buyers something that's becoming harder and harder to find around Houston, and that's space. For years, Magnolia was known as a quiet rural community, but today that's changing. The expansion of the Aggie Expressway along Highway 249 combined with major new residential development has completely changed the growth story on this side of Houston. Communities like Audubon offer brand new homes and resort-style amenities, while places like High Meadow Ranch give buyers the opportunity to find custom homes on 1 acre or larger home sites. So whether you want a brand new home in a master plan community or you want some land, privacy, and room to kind of spread out, Magnolia gives you both options. For families, schools are another reason to consider the area. Magnolia ISD has earned an A- rating on niche.com, giving relocation buyers another highly rated school district to consider on Houston's northwest side. Home prices fall in the low to mid 400,000s, but the bigger story here is what you are getting for your money. More land, more square footage, and in many cases, a much different lifestyle than you'll find closer to Houston. Now, here's the trade-off, the commute. You're further from downtown Houston than you would be if you were in Cypress or Tomball, so Magnolia isn't going to make sense for everyone. But if you don't need to commute to downtown every day and your priorities are just for more land, more privacy, newer homes, and getting into an area that's still growing, Magnolia deserves a serious look. Because if you're looking for the next Tomball before everyone else finds it, Magnolia might just be it. So here's a pattern across all 6 of these. None of them are hidden because there's something wrong with them. They're hidden because they're not necessarily the names that show up first when you Google best Houston suburbs. The best fit for you is rarely the area with the most coverage. It's the one that actually matches how you live day to day. Most of the time, that takes someone, walking you through it with you. So if you're relocating to Houston, or you're looking to make a move somewhere within the Houston metro, and you want help trying to figure out which community actually fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your commute, head over to travisharrisrealty.com or use the link in the description below to schedule a Zoom consultation with me. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these 6 communities surprised you the most? Or is there another hidden gem in the Houston area that you think deserves to be on the list? Leave me a comment below. I read every single one of them, and many of my future videos come directly from your suggestions. And if you found this video helpful, please take a second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone who's thinking about moving to Houston. It really helps the channel reach more people who are trying to make the same decision. And if you're still trying to figure out which part of Houston is right for you, I've got another video linked right here called "Which is Houston's Best Area? North, East, South, or West?" I think that's the perfect one to watch next. And until next time, my friends, we hope to show you around town.